Week 1 flies your way next from Space City. It's the debut of #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. And we'll see if he airs it.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jacksonville offense getting ready to begin this first drive, and at the helm, the #1 overall pick back in April, Trevor Lawrence, the rookie out of Clemson.
And for many people, there's a lot of pressure that comes with being the presumptive #1 overall pick for 2, if not 3 years now. But Trevor Lawrence has handled it well. The Jacksonville Jaguars excited to have him in town, to say the least, because they've started guys like
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Bernard, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
2nd and 20. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Apparently this defense has come to play. A sack and a run stuff behind the line on the first 2 plays.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is fielded at the 27. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. About to get our first look at this Texans offense as they're led out by Davis Mills, their rookie quarterback, selected in the 3rd round from Stanford.
And for many people, a bit of a surprise selection for the Houston Texans was Davis Mills because he only had 11 starts during his time at Stanford. But coming out of high school, many ranked him as the #1 quarterback going into college football. Has a live arm, better mobility than what people think, highly intelligent. I think the upside is tremendous for Davis Mills.
A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action Week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 12. Play fake, Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. A 1st down throw for Mills. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Pierce. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. From the gun, here's Mills. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll run. This is Pierce. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. He's got Jordan complete right side.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Here's Mills.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it fourth down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
Now Ka'imi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
To return, here's Agnew.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
Now Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. From the 40 now on second down.
Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up the third down.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
Mills throw taken in by Collins.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Now a give right side. It's Pierce. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mills on 1st down. That's caught. It's Demetric Felton.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down, Mills.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
This Jacksonville unit really struggled to get to the quarterback in 2020. Just 18 sacks as a team. Only Cincinnati had fewer. Remember, they used to be known as Saxonville. They want to get back to those ways here in 2021.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack.
Mills.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Mills.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 7.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. They run. Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
We saw that coming. The grandmama felt that.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zone.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. 1st and goal at the 1.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Robinson diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
He wasn't rested. He wasn't rested.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mills. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Another completion there. What a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the carry, this is Pierce. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mills. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll bring them back within 4.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Throwing again on second down.
Lawrence, another completion there. We think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. 3 yards the gain there, second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd and 7. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Caught by Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lawrence will throw.
Looking downfield for Jones.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Lawrence going to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin in Nashville, Music City. Julio Jones' debut as a Titan, Arizona taking on Tennessee. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Carson Wentz, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Let's go.
The Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Mills from the gun on third down. And incomplete on the deep ball. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10.
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Second and 11. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
They go play action with Lawrence. That caught by Manhertz. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Gets this quickly to Ingram.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down now. It's Robinson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On
3rd and 1. It's Lawrence.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And this one is right through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Jags grab it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think they should take the ball to bed.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mills over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Powering forward, and now running right through it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Mike, 55.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go.
You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he's got him back within a field goal now at 16-13. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. It's Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Buying time to his left.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process.
through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll run here with Robinson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I would run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Houston set to take over.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, Pierce. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Mills. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Houston.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Mills on first down.
No gain on the screen there at second. Welcome back, everyone, to NRG Stadium in Houston. It's been a tight game. On second down, Felton. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. The Texans on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Third and short yardage, Mills. That one caught by Felton.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Now Lawrence.
And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Pierce, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 40 now on second down, Mills. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Mills again. That's going to be taken in by Felton. And he'll go down at the 28. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Now Mills on 4th down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books.